For the longest time now, DKOldies has only came under scrutiny from smaller YouTubers such as myself and DKNewies. But recently, other bigger YouTubers in the community with 1 million plus subscribers have jumped into the ring and put on their gloves to box Joey DKOldies. The two that come to my mind immediately are Jacob R and Review Tech USA. Jacob R has actually went on record to buy these refurbished consoles and realized that they're not even been opened before, meaning that it is impossible that they opened it and cleaned it. Therefore, it was not refurbished. And Review Tech USA bought a very overpriced Nintendo Entertainment System that was broken. Huge stuff, I know, right? Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's having a good day. Today, we're going to be looking at more DKOldies scandals. Now, I posted this on my community page 4 days ago, but I haven't really had a time to really talk about it. But there was a guy by the name of Review Tech USA that made a video where he bought something from DKOldies, and then he basically it was trash. It wasn't cleaned, and it was broken, and he didn't even buy a cosmetically flawed system.
Is DKOldies a scam? No.
Yes, DKOldies is a scam. I actually want to point out something. I used to say that DKOldies was not a scam because technically you got what you paid for, but with the new revelations from Jacob R where he bought refurbished systems, they weren't refurbished at all.
Show them thoroughly refurbishing the consoles, and a lot of normies bought into it, and a lot of the collecting community is like, what you're doing to these does not justify spending 3 times the price. You're gonna see it here. Other used game stores are selling the same products essentially at the same quality as DKOldies for 1/3 of the price.
That's what I've been saying this whole time that I've been making videos on Joseph Chatson. You can go to literally any retro video game store ever, and they will have better prices than DKOldies. Okay, them opening up a Wii U controller and scrubbing the gamer grime off out of the grooves does not justify them marking the price up 300%.
Talent. All right, so look, we got paper. Can't wait to shove this up my ass. I got it just for the hell of it, because I'm always curious to see. This is a
You pay an extra $25 for that adapter. I noticed that on the website. That little dumb-ass adapter. I have one. I have an old school one. The brand's called Old School. Yeah, this one. This one is $20, and I bet you $1,000,000 it's better than this one. There are so many of these AV to HDMIs that are absolute trash. And this old school one is trash, but it's the best trash one I've found so far. Okay? And I use it for all my retro gamer systems.
Alright, so we got... Alright, let's... Paper... We'll get to that last. You know why? Because I know this box is kind of in my face. So, there's that. So here we got an Ace... Oh, no. Really? You couldn't get an actual...
This is what I hate about DKOldies, is they charge out the ass for like a Nintendo Entertainment System, and then they have the audacity to put in these dumb-ass multi-power packs. These things are trash. They will burn out on you faster than the ones made in the damn 70s, okay? These things are god awful. And I can understand maybe not having an original power brick. Like that makes sense. Maybe you don't get it in, right? But you can buy them for dirt cheap. So cheap. And the third-party ones are just awful. This one is $9. That is literally the same one. $200, $210, 3-in-1 universal. Really? We're going to sit here and act like that's okay?
So look at the back. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it. I know this camera sucks, and my editor begs me every time I do a video like this to get a new one. You see it here? It looks like it has like a dirt army fatigue. It's missing. There is only 3 screws in the back of this dirty ass controller.
I love quality guaranteed. You can't beat our prices. And we have quality guaranteed. Oh, I love DKOD.
Had like a proprietary screw at the time, and they put in their own.
Is DKOldies a scam? No.
Good. I swear to God, they don't give me my money back on this thing. I'm gonna lose my shit. Look at that right here. a chip.
The non-cosmetically flawed system be like, there's a crack in it, a bump away. This requires Fortnite dance. This requires a Fortnite dance. This is a Fortnite dance moment. For the longest time, I've actually planned on buying something from DKOldies so I could actually validate their claims, but I just never got around to it. One, because the stuff is expensive, and two, they just don't have anything fairly priced that I want. And the stuff that I do want on their website is absorbently priced, like astronomically high, right? So it's great that these YouTubers are actually coming out and buying these items because they can actually validate these claims. And as you can see here from this video, Rich Review Tech USA has found that their quality assurance really isn't all that. The NES was broken, the controller was dirty, and it was missing a screw. And they also got third-party AV cables and power supplies. If you're paying $210 for a Nintendo Entertainment System in the year 2023, I would expect that it is a gold-plated Nintendo Entertainment System with an official power supply. Right, so all this happened. Jacob R's videos came out, and Review Tech USA's video came out, and, you know, everybody was like, oh, maybe DKOldies is a scam. So then they tried to save face by releasing 2 YouTube shorts where they have implemented new checks. And that's what we're going to look at now.
It's DKOldies mail time. It looks like Grant from Massachusetts wrote a letter, and he says, oh no, there's a problem here. We gotta fix this. So Justin, Grant got his PlayStation 2 controller, but there were cuts in the wire. How could something like this happen?
So we have checks in place to keep this from happening, but it looks like this one slipped through.
Okay, so I understand that there are checks in place and that stuff does happen. Shit happens. Like, that's a real thing. However, look at the description. January 11th is when that video was posted. So if we go to my history and we pull up that Review Tech USA video.
What that is.
January 9th. January 9th is when this video came out. This is one of the biggest videos on DKOldies, right? January 9th is when this came out. This was posted January 11th, 2 days after this video was posted.
What can we do for Grant?
I'm going to make a replacement order for him. He can keep what he has. We're going to expedite the shipping for the replacement order. And I'm going to add some store credit to his account.
So what they basically just said is that he gets to keep the item. They're going to expedite the shipping with the new item. And they're going to add a line of credit to his account. Do you think they did that with Review Tech USA when they sent him a fucking broken NES? You know, it has a chip on it. No, I bet they didn't. I bet they did not. Because I feel like he would have said something about it on his community tab. Here, we'll just go check his community tab real fast. Oh, wow, look at this. The last time he posted on his community tab was 5 days ago. So I can neither confirm nor deny whether this story about Jacob is real with the PS2 controller, but what I can say is that it's very conveniently timed. You know, just conveniently timed enough for them to save face a little bit. Because they've been under public scrutiny by bigger creators in the past couple days, they needed a way to save face. So whether or not that this is real, I question it. Maybe it is real, but this is a one-off time where they actually gave this guy a lot of credit and sent him a new item. There's really no way to know because, like I said earlier, Review Tech USA hasn't posted anything about his broken NES.
Going forward.
Add another check to stop this from happening to anybody else.
So everything's going to get an additional check before it gets shipped out? I think that sounds great.
And now since we've added an additional check to the process, we've raised prices 50%. So now instead of paying $210 for your NES, now you have to pay $270. DKOldies. That.
So Heather, show me what's going on.
I have cart number 12 for today. I am checking the product to make sure it's the right thing. And after that, I go to the accessories and make sure that these are also the right thing and that all the cords and controllers are good to go.
So you're telling me that they didn't do that before? You're telling me right before they sent things out, they were like, yeah, we're not gonna check that you got the right thing. If you bought a PS2 and we accidentally sent you a PS1, that's your fault. You shouldn't have bought from DKOldies. So you're telling me now that they're doing the check things?
Okay, so that means it gets checked when it's taken off the shelf. You give it another look, and then finally the shipper gives it a final check before it goes in the box.
You're telling me that 2 checks wasn't enough? You're telling me that when someone pulled it off the shelf, they looked at the PS2 controller, they were like, man, yeah, that's fine. They threw it at the shipper, and they were like, oh, there's nothing wrong. there's nothing wrong with this cord. You need to add an additional check for your PS2 controller. That doesn't seem do your job better, Joey DKOldies. So what have we learned today? Well, we have learned that DKOldies isn't as quality assured as we thought. I can never speak from personal experience because I've never purchased anything from DKOldies. But with these big YouTubers coming out of the woodwork saying, oh, I've bought from DKOldies. Here's the proof. Here's the packaging. Let me open up and look at it. Oh, hey, look, it's broken. It's not refurbished. I think we can assume that DKOldies quality assurance really isn't that good. But hey, who knows? Maybe it's just because they're a small business and they can't afford the manpower to make sure that the PS2 controller is working. This has been Joseph, and I'm now signing out. Goodbye. Thank you to my channel members, It's Just Avery, and your continued support of the channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, it's one click away, and I would be very appreciative.